the mid lane, right? We could see jungle and support go towards mid, try to put the TF ahead, or try to keep the TF locked under his turret on the other side, get the LeBlanc ahead so that they can not affect the top side. And
Stun's locked up, but the Counter-Strike now coming out. He's going to get that one. Can he leap back to the minions? Alfari getting taken lower. The redive, though, should make it all too easy. Just walk in, just one more auto. First blood for Santorin.
And that's the danger of Elyoya pathing bot side. Yes, you swept the ward, but they had full information that you're pathing bot, so they can go.
And Santorin, and for now, unspotted. Humanoid. Oh, did not see that one coming. A little splintering cell from Santorin. Jensen now coming in. That's going to be an easy kill pickup. Elyoya just running for the hills. How long left on the Flag and Drag? It's a hook shot going forward. Arma can go in, but he might be training his own life into the midst of this one, too. Flag Drag out to safety. Elyoya just barely making it. League of Legends, the rarer that mind game works, but you got to know right when it's time to pull it out, and Jensen did.
He did indeed. Now TL just trying to crash his bot wave. Maybe CoreJJ wants the base soon. Herald just spawned 9 minutes in the game. Alfari has saved this TP advantage for so long. That means Mad Lions can't make their own play down towards the bot side. But soon they'll start to find windows. Santorin's already behind Alfari to make sure this wave crashes. And I think both teams will start to move to Herald. You can see Kaiser's going there now to see what CoreJJ does.
Taking their time. How far are you going to crash this wave? Herald is mentioned in a pretty solid position as CoreJJ running down the mid lane already, ready to make some impact on the map. Carzzy and Tactical right back to the waiting arms of his team, but Kaiser waiting in the darkness will now get spotted out. It does not look like TL are going to be in a comfortable position to keep going on this Herald with Alfari so low, but picking up the fruit might mean he has enough health to go for this.
He's healing up a lot, but he doesn't have the ultimate to lock someone down. It's a stare down of the 4v4, but I think
alongside the Corrupting Potion, trying to stay healthy in this lane as long as possible.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got Merc Treads and you have Resolve secondary, those initial little bits of chip are not going to do too much until Jensen has a couple items you can start to threaten a bit more, but Humanoid just trying to hang in this lane has been pressured quite a lot by TL.
Alfari, though, really getting the better of these trades. Armut, of course, a few items under his belt, maybe things start to go better, but with Divine Sunder for Alfari, as well as really just playing very well around the edge of that Counter-Strike, denying the stun. Armut again in a difficult position. No TP either, as Alfari's already walking this wave forward. Not afraid about the minion aggro, happy to just keep pressuring.
I think Alfari wants to go for an all-in there on Armwood, but I think he knew that Jensen didn't have TP and Humanoid
isn't money in a very long time. You can see Trinity Force alongside the tier already completed for Tactical. Carzzy ahead in CS, but very much behind in itemization. Should be able to buy a little bit more as he gets to go back, or doesn't get to go back. Good cancel coming out from Tactical.
That's pretty big, you know. He's sitting on small components, and TL's jungle support are pushing Kaiser out of his own jungle, so that means they can wrap around towards the bot side and maybe try to threaten this tower. It's 50 minutes in, there's no plates, so this tower would die pretty quickly, and Mad Lions don't have enough TPs to respond. So Humanoid's rocking with the exhaust, Armut's pushing in top, and Elyoya's top side, so this will be first tower to TL's bot lane.
And this looks really nice as well, because I think they want to move towards this next Dragon, but it's play on top side.
Shot wall dive, now leaping forward. Alfari not going to find the stun immediately. Does have the ult to try to block something, but there's just too much chain CC. Finally now gets to ult, but Elyoya on the way up. The flag, the drag not going to work together, but the Cataclysm now comes out. He's still alive. The tactical sweep. Alfari on the edge there for JJ. Armut, though, feeling a lot more confident as he gets more items under his belt. Will lead back out to safety. TP now burned. In the meantime, Tactical, the one allowed to roam free, the one allowed to just push in a side lane. But while he does break down a tower, it looks like he may have to give up this dragon on the bottom side.
That was a nice bait from Armut, just walking forward with the Counter-Strike
there, where, like you said, Armut baiting the TP from Jensen. They can't get the tower. Let's do dragon. But hang on a second. TL's walking up while Tactical's farming top wave. They engage 4v5. And it just looks like it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
That's one of those situations that to me just feels like, hey, we committed the TP. We need to get something here, and a bit of an overforce potentially. Doesn't turn out too bad for them, though, as they did have Tactical pushing elsewhere. They are able to get away with their tail between their legs.
As we see this one again, like here, breaks up a lot of members. Carzzy flashes forward to make sure it's a 1-for-1. And in the end, that's the trade-off. The true-shot barrage did a lot of damage from downtown. Like I said, Drago's almost taking down Kaiser, and that'll be the end of that. But I think the important thing for this game, as much as Mad Lions are playing around the top laners, Tactical's been getting pretty strong, and Mad Lions' comp is not very good at dealing with this Ezreal.
Yeah, Tactical's strongest member, well, richest member in the game right now, has his 2 items complete here. He's gonna
shut down. Elyoya in the midst of everybody. Alfari trying to hold on. TL trading back and forth here. Armut still on the front line, still alive, but ticking. He gets dropped. Humanoid and Carzzy, the last man standing. Alfari versus the world. Humanoid and Carzzy will walk away. Massive shutdown onto the Aphelios.
It's an absolute bloodbath, but Carzzy coming out the big winner there, picking up so much gold on a rough fight.
Yeah, and I have to say, great patience from Mad Lions. They tried to defend the tier 2, which seemed like a bold call because it was like a 2v4 initially with Kaiser and Elyoya going in, but they just prolonged the fight so long that when Humanoid TP's in, he ults behind them, drops a ward for Armut who's based, so they just played the fights really well slowly.
Looking to rinse and repeat on their earlier teamfight success.
Yeah, and Humanoid has rapid fire now, so they can just afford to throw out stuns and just try to play on their own vision. Humanoid in trouble.
Coming in, though. Humanoid going to be forced back here in a second. Ezreal ulti, not quite going to connect.
Shimura can base and then look to ult back into the fight. If Mad Lions play slow, that should be
Already waiting on the backside. Maybe he can get something done. Carsey's still living for now, but that's a massive shutdown. Traded right back. They're going to find one. Alfari now in the midst of the team. Mad Lions team fighting is good, but TL have found the punish. TL have found the fight.
They could go Baron here. They're going to start it up. They want to force Mad to try to contest here 4v2. Neither team does have a jungler. No TPs available here for Mad. This should just be a Baron for TL.
That is definitely a Baron there, as they'll no TPs, like you said, to contest. They're too low as well. Armut's going to base, keeps on going. Elioya finds some kind of turn here, but Carsey's way too low, and he gets shut down.
I mean, smart team fighting from Santorin. He's diving forward to set up the kill onto Carsey. Yes, he has to give his life to do it, but Tactical is the one free firing this time around. He is the one that is safe.
I think so much credit to Santorin. Again, leaping in right as the counter-strike goes down. It's initially Tactical that forces it out early by landing so many. It's a very different story. TL now in control of the map.
And let's see what they do with this Baron. Alfari has TP, but they're playing with these double solo laners holding hands. We saw it earlier on top tier 2. We're seeing it again here on bot tier 2. The difference is they have a Baron buff, so they're going to stay together because they know if Alfari separates and Armut matches, it's a 2v1 with the TF ultimate. So staying together is the best thing to do. And TL are playing mid-bot here on 2 lanes. We'll see if they can take tier 2s.
This is something TL love to do. Set up with the Baron in these 2 lanes, get pink wards in that jungle quadrant, have this safe rotation back and forth, pressuring both sides until they can get an odd-numbered setup like they have now in bot lane, where the mid backs up, the bot pushes in, and they take this tower.
Yeah, that's going to be a free bot tier 2. Both solo laners of TL have TP in case anything kicks off mid, and like we said, the Ezreal's so hard to engage on. And if Santorin's in their face, that's the only target they have. He has the knockback, Tactical's playing at range. That's going to be both mid and bot tier 2. And TL aren't done just yet. Looks like they're going to stick around for a little bit.
The Baron power play just continues to grow. These tier 2 towers, 650 gold a pop. Getting taken down. Going to mean some more item completions for the entire side of